Good to have you back. This is the Natural English Channel, your daily English practice. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Oliver. We are so incredibly happy you are here today. We post a brand new conversation every single day. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now.
And before we start, let me paint a picture of what is waiting for you in this episode.
Because today we are solving the most common panic attack, meaning a sudden feeling of intense fear that happens when you try to talk about quantities.
I am going to challenge Oliver right now, in the very first minute, to do something completely impossible.
We also have a hilarious story about my best friend Lucas trying to organize a party and failing miserably because of numbers.
You will get a visual metaphor about the beach that will make you never doubt yourself again.
And a mini dialogue quiz at the end where we plan a very special event together.
Stay with us. This is the episode that gives you the ultimate safe word for everyday conversations.
Much, many, 3 words. Uncountable, countable, safe middle ground. And that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Okay, Oliver, hold out your hands, palms facing up.
Okay. My hands are out. What are we doing?
Imagine I am pouring a glass of water into your hands. I want you to count the water. 1 water, 2 waters, 3 waters. Go.
I can't count water. It's just wet. It's slipping through my fingers. I am physically pretending to catch water and failing.
Exactly. You cannot count it. Now, imagine I place 3 apples in your hands. Count them.
1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. That is very easy. They sit right there.
Perfect. And this, right here, is the entire secret to our lesson today. Things you can count and things you cannot count.
Things I can hold and point to, like apples, and things that just flow or exist in a mass, like water.
Precisely. Let's start with much. You use much for the water, the things you cannot count individually.
Oh, so much is for the things that slip through my fingers.
Yes, we use a visual metaphor for this. Think of much as the sand on the beach.
The sand on the beach. Okay.
You can't look at the beach and say, wow, look at those 4 million sands. You just see an abundance, meaning a very large quantity of sand.
Right, you just say there is so much sand because it's impossible to count every single grain.
Exactly. So we use much for time, much time, for money, much money, for water, much water. You measure these things, but you don't count them with numbers.
Wait, I can count money, $1, $2.
Ah, you count dollars, you count euros, but you don't say, I have 3 monies. Money is the concept, the sand. The dollars are the buckets you use to carry it.
Ah, wow, money is the sand, dollars are the buckets. That makes so much sense.
So how much time do we have? How much money did it cost? How much water did you drink? Always much for the sand.
How much time? Time is the sand. I count the minutes, the buckets, but time itself is much.
Exactly. Now let's look at many. Think of many as the plastic buckets you bring to the beach.
The buckets. I can definitely count buckets.
Yes, 1 bucket, 2 buckets, 10 buckets. You use many for things you can count individually.
How many buckets? How many apples? How many dollars? How many minutes?
Perfect. If you can put an S at the end of the word to make it plural, you use many. Many cars, many people, many days.
Many cars, many days. I'm pointing at them. 1, 2, 3. They're the buckets.
So much for the sand, many for the buckets, side by side.
How much water? How many bottles of water? How much coffee? How many cups of coffee?
You are navigating this perfectly. The concept is much, the container is many.
It is so clear when you see the beach. But what about Lucas? You mentioned he had a disaster.
Oh, yes. You told me about his party preparation. Please share that with everyone.
Right, so Lucas decided to host a dinner party, and he texted me from the supermarket.
What did he say?
He said, "Oliver, how many juice should I buy and how much cups do we need?"
Oh no, he completely inverted the beach.
He did. He treated the juice like buckets and the cups like sand, and I tried to text him back to explain.
How did that go?
Badly. He panicked. He bought 10 huge bottles of juice and exactly 4 cups for 12 people.
So there was much juice and not many cups.
Exactly. People were drinking juice out of soup bowls. It was a disaster.
And this is exactly why we need the third option, the hero of our story today.
The safe middle ground.
A lot of. Think of a lot of as a giant delivery truck.
A giant truck. Okay.
A truck is versatile, meaning it can adapt to different situations. The truck can carry a huge pile of sand, or it can carry 50 plastic buckets.
Oh, it can carry both.
Yes, a lot of works for everything, uncountable sand or countable buckets.
You're telling me I can use a lot of for everything and never make a mistake?
In affirmative sentences, yes, absolutely.
I have a lot of time, sand. I have a lot of apples, buckets.
Exactly. Lucas should have just said, I need to buy a lot of juice and a lot of cups. Problem solved.
Lucas needs to watch this episode immediately. A lot of juice, a lot of cups. The giant truck saves the day.
It really does. But notice I said in affirmative sentences.
Ah, there's a catch, meaning a hidden problem.
A small one. Native speakers love using a lot of in positive statements. I have a lot of friends. We had a lot of fun.
Okay, positive statements get the truck.
But in negative and question statements, we usually prefer much and many.
Oh, so I don't have much time, not I don't have a lot of time.
Both are grammatically correct, but I don't have much time sounds much more natural and common. Do you have many friends is more precise than do you have a lot of friends?
I see. So the truck works everywhere, but much and many are the preferred tools for negatives and questions.
Exactly. How much does it cost? Not how a lot of does it cost?
How a lot of does it cost? That sounds terrible.
It does. Let's do an error check. 3 common mistakes that people make when trying to manage the beach.
I am ready. Hand me the buckets.
Wrong. I don't have many money in my wallet.
I don't have much money in my wallet. Money is the concept. It's the sand. We cannot say one money, two monies. We use much.
Perfect. Wrong. There were too much people at the concert.
There were too many people at the concert. People are individuals. We can count them. One person, two people. They are the buckets. Too many people.
Spot on. Wrong. She drinks a lot coffees every morning.
She drinks a lot of coffee every morning, or a lot of coffees, but you need the of. The truck needs of to connect to the cargo. A lot of coffee.
3 for 3. You are driving the truck perfectly.
This used to give me so much anxiety, meaning a feeling of worry or unease.
It is a very common source of anxiety.
Because when you're talking fast in a real conversation, your brain doesn't have time to stop and ask, wait, is this countable or uncountable?
And to everyone listening right now, I want to look directly at you and say this.
Listen closely.
If you use the wrong word, if you ask for many water instead of much water, nothing terrible happens. The conversation does not explode.
People will still give you the water.
They will. We learn these rules to feel clear and confident, but you are absolutely allowed to make mistakes. If you panic, just use the truck. Say a lot of.
The truck is always there to save you.
It is. Now, quiz time. A mini dialogue. We are going to plan a birthday party for Max.
Oh, a party for Max. He is going to be thrilled.
We will plan it together. I will ask you questions and you complete the sentence using much, many, or a lot of.
I am ready. Let's organize this.
Okay, Oliver. We need to invite his friends from the park. How dogs should we invite?
How many dogs should we invite? Dogs are countable. I can see them. They are the buckets. How many dogs?
Perfect. Let's invite 5. Now, we need to buy dog food. How food do we need?
How much food do we need? Food is a general mass. It's the sand. We don't say one food, two foods. How much food?
Exactly. But wait, Max loves his specific treats. We need to buy treats. It's a positive statement.
We need to buy a lot of treats. Affirmative sentence. I am bringing the giant truck full of treats for Max.
He will love that. Okay, but I looked on our budget. We don't have money to spend on decorations.
We don't have much money to spend. Negative sentence. Money is uncountable sand. We don't have much money.
You navigated that perfectly. 4 flawless answers.
You know, planning a party with the right grammar is much less stressful than Lucas's juice disaster.
It really is.
I was just thinking about the beach metaphor again.
What about it?
Learning English feels a lot like standing on that beach.
How so?
When you first start, you just see this endless ocean of words. It feels like so much information. It's overwhelming, meaning it's too much to handle.
It can definitely feel that way.
But then you start picking up buckets. You learn one rule, then another. How many rules you know starts to grow. You take it one bucket at a time.
You organize the sand into buckets.
Exactly. And eventually you realize you have built a lot of beautiful things on that beach. You just have to keep filling the buckets.
That is a wonderful way to see it. It takes time, but every bucket counts.
Every single one.
Come back to this review and say these words out loud with us. Much. Uncountable sand. How much time do we have? I don't have much water. Repeat after us. Much.
Much.
Slowly. Much.
For things you cannot count, the sand on the beach.
Many. Countable buckets. How many cars are there? I have many questions. Repeat after us. Many.
Many.
Slowly. Many.
For things you can point to and count, the plastic buckets.
A lot of. The giant truck. I have a lot of friends. She drinks a lot of coffee. Repeat after us. A lot of.
A lot of.
Slowly. A lot of.
The safe middle ground works for everything in positive sentences.
And if there's a word in English that makes you freeze during a conversation, leave it in the comments below.
Your comments are exactly what we use to build our next episodes. We want to solve your doubts.
We read every single one. Leave your questions right down there.
And go watch our last video. We talked about may and might.
We learned the polite way to leave the door open or keep it closed.
Just like my picnic where I ate too much food by myself. The link is in the description.
And if this metaphor helped you today, please like and subscribe.
It helps our channel grow and reach a lot of new learners across the world.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Grab your buckets and go build a sandcastle.
Goodbye, everyone.